All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Show. Now, all signs point to a lengthy battle between the NFL team owners and the Players Association, over the new CBA. Now, the owners want an additional regular season contest as well as adding another team per each conference to the playoffs. Now, the players are against the extra workload, while the owners are dangling the carrot that is a better share of revenue for the players. Now, a longer regular season and an expanded playoff would give the NFL more leverage when they discuss a new television deal with the networks. But the biggest thing here that the NFL has to ask themselves, I know these owners are in it for the money. Make no mistake about it. You cannot escape that. But would adding to the season water down the product? And I say that because only 12 of the 32 teams make the postseason. And because of that, it puts such an emphasis on each team winning consistently. Because the NFL, unlike any other sport, you start the season 0-4, more than likely your season is done. And we've also seen in recent years where we've had our fair share of 7-9, 8-8 teams get into the playoffs. And, the playoffs is supposed to be a place for teams with better records. And I know that, other teams in other sports, such as the NBA, we've seen teams get in with a sub 500 record, and usually they're one and done in the postseason. So if you're the NFL, do you want to run the risk of that? And also, look at what happens late in the season. And I'm talking about from Thanksgiving on, especially in December, where, NBC with their Sunday night football lineup, where they have their flex package and they take teams with the best records or teams that are vying for postseason spots and they put them in that primetime slot. And how many times in recent years have we seen a situation on NBC for that Sunday night game, especially in week number 17, where, okay, the winner of this contest goes to the playoffs while the loser goes home. So it is a de facto playoff game, and it already adds a ton of excitement. And of course, in the sake of, for NBC in that case, you're bringing in a ton of revenue with it. So that's something that the NFL really needs to look at. Do you want to water down the product, and do you want to take away from that? The owners, of course, they're in it for the money. The players want to get paid, but they're worried about their safety as well and getting injured to do more work. So I think it's going to be a battle that's not going away anytime soon. This current CBA expires at the end of the 2020 season. I know that the owners are in favor of it right now. The players have voted against it. There's going to be more talks about it at the upcoming NFL Combine in Indianapolis. But this situation is not going away right now. I think what is going to happen is you're going to see a healthy compromise. Granted, the added workload is just a portion of, what's been written into this proposed CBA. But I think in regards to the extra workload for the players, I think that they would agree to an extra postseason game before they would agree to an extra regular season game. So it's like I said, it's going to be a work in progress. We'll have to see how this plays out during the spring and the summer. And even if it carries over into the regular season of the 2020 NFL campaign, we'll have to see. But the bottom line is, if you're the NFL, you have a good product going. You have not had a work stoppage in more than 30 years. No other major professional sports league in the United States can say that. So if you're the NFL, you don't want to take away from that. The owners are always going to use the leverage because, number one, they have more money than the players. And on a whole, they're more business savvy than the players as a whole. And owning an NFL franchise for most of these team owners is not their main source of income. So yes, it would be a setback if there was a work stoppage, but these guys are still going to get paid. And they know that. They know that they're going to try to do whatever they can to get their way. The players appear to be steadfast right now, but if there was a work stoppage and the money stops coming in, the players are more likely to give in than the owners, and that's what the owners are hoping for. So I just hope that cooler heads prevail. These guys come to a healthy compromise, because neither side is going to get everything that they want. But the bottom line is, you have a good product here. Think about the aspect of potentially watering it down, because that could be a problem come with the added playoff game and the added regular season game. Although I think the added playoff game could help the NFL from the standpoint that, you know what, it puts more of an emphasis to try to get that first round bye, because then only one team from each conference would get the first round bye, as opposed to two currently. So that could be a positive for the NFL. Also, an additional wild card team. And we've seen in recent years with teams getting hot down the stretch and making runs to the Super Bowl as wild cards. So we'll see what happens. But this is not going away. It's going to be an interesting and intriguing, definitely in the spring and summer for the NFL in regards to these talks. So, folks, I want to thank you once again for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge show here on YouTube. If you have not already, please feel free to subscribe. Tell your friends about it as well. You can check me out on Twitter at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it'll be my pleasure to follow you right back. And also, there's a sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365, which you can check out. Once again, I am William Martin. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.